This is the real concrete jungle.
Where I'm from, yeah. I'm from a concrete jungle in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The concrete jungle.
Welcome to the Concrete Jungle Podcast, in-depth artist interviews, where we'll be diving a little deeper with some of your favorite artists from all around the world and introduce you to some dope people you never knew you needed to know. Shout out to the Concrete Jungle Clothing, sponsoring all your dope local and international island hip-hop artists. Tap in with us on Instagram. That's the Concrete Jungle, Jungle with the one. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and check out the latest collection available now. Check it out, y'all. Tonight, we have a special guest up in the Concrete Jungle, a fresh off the block artist all the way from the Bay, Northern Cali area. Yo, check it out. We got a super talented young Uso in the building making some serious noise. He's got that fresh flow with that royal glow. The young king himself, from balling on the field to smashing your latest music festival. Please welcome to the Concrete Jungle, CameUpKav up in the building, y'all.
The concrete jungle.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
What's good, Oos? How you doing? Catch us up, family.
Man, I'm doing good, Oos. Just feel me, just trying to keep on trucking, you know what I mean? Trying to keep on going in the right direction, you know what I mean? Keep on following my passion, you know what I mean? Putting God first, putting my family first, man, putting my passions first. You know, just trying to keep all this good stuff going on, man, and shit, the ball rolling, you know what I mean? So we got it going on.
That's what's up. I feel it, man. You exuding that energy, my Uso, and I appreciate you for that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I've been following you, you know, just for a little bit right now from, you know, like I said, from balling on that football field to like smashing these artist stages right now. It's a dope evolution, my Us.
Yeah, so, it's crazy.
Yeah, take us back real quick, my Us. Like, give us some insight. Who is CameUpKav, yo?
Man, I really, like you said, I was always playing football my whole life. You know what I mean? Ever since I was about like 6 years old, always playing football. My family I seen all my cousins doing it. And I was like, you know what I mean? Trying to do my part in doing it. You know what I'm saying? But my heart was there, but I had a real passion for music the whole time. You know what I mean? Even while I was playing football, I was going to the studio, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I was like 16 years old, you know?
Ooh, okay.
So you feel me? When it wasn't really a transition to like music, you feel me? It was kind of already there, you know what I mean? So it was just a matter of me just putting my foot on the gas a little bit more, you know what I mean? And just trying to take hold of it and shit, man. I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. You know what I mean? We out here in Santa Ana right now.
Yeah.
We got a show tomorrow, man. So I'm really excited, you know what I'm saying? With a whole lot of other dope artists, you know what I mean? It's a great opportunity, you know what I'm saying? I'm hella humbled to be here, you know what I mean?
I feel it. You know, you spoken like a well, you know what I'm saying, groomed athlete, you know what I'm saying, straight up entrepreneur on this music level, the way, you know what I'm saying, you coming across, and I appreciate that from you. So like, you know, coming from that background of, you know, sports and, you know, entertainment, it's always been around. What was the first spark in this music journey for you? What was like the first, you know, inspiration?
I think it was my first inspiration, like when I was a little younger. I don't know if anybody remember, like when I was a kid, I had a family member, but he went by the name of Samoan IROC. And like, from way back in the day, when I was a little kid. Yeah, family shit, you feel me? And you know what I mean, shout out my San Diego family, you know what I mean? And I seen them doing their thing. And it like really inspired me, you know what I'm saying? I seen the way they was moving, how they was having a fun time just through the creative process and just bonding with each other, you know? And it really sparked something in me, you know what I mean? Ever since I was a little kid, you know what I mean? So it started coming out more and more and more as I started getting older, you know what I mean? And then, man, I want to say like when I turned like 18 and then like I started making music and people were actually telling me that I wasn't too bad, you know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, shoot, man, maybe I could, you know what I mean? Maybe I could do something with this. And just the freedom in it, you know what I'm saying? The freedom and just, you feel me, just doing whatever I want, you know what I mean? Putting my thoughts, putting my feelings on a piece of paper and just sharing it with the world is a different feeling, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I love it. I love this shit, bro.
Let's talk about that real quick because, you know, I feel like, you know, as artists, sometimes we don't get to explore that, you know, explain that feeling of, you know, hearing your music for the first time. you know, as opposed to like stepping on that football field, that main stage. You're like, well, what is that feeling like when you hear your music for the first time?
Man, it's definitely been a process, you know. I've everything I always made, I always felt like it was dope at that time, you know what I mean? Like whenever I make music like how I'm feeling in that moment. So like I'll make a song when I'm like 17 years old, you know, and like I'm thinking it's going crazy. And then I hear it again when I'm like 23. I'm like, I'm kind of going a little different route. I don't know what's going on, you feel me? But I love it's the growth, you know what I mean? Just the music is coinciding with my life, you know what I mean? And wherever I'm at in my life, you know what I mean? I take the music with me. I try to stay as authentic as I can, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to put that out there, you know what I mean? Put out that energy, you know what I mean? That energy that, you feel me, motherfuckers can't really touch for real, you know what I mean?
I feel you. That energy, like you mentioned in one of your songs that motherfuckers throw it in your face to test your intellect. So
yeah,
I feel those words. It's very deep, you know what I mean? And I feel where you're going with that. And talking about like growth and with your music, let's talk about like how far we've come from Better Aspirations. When you hear that, how do you feel now? Like, you know, fast forward to today.
I feel like I'm loving the direction that we're heading right now, you know. I feel like when I made Better Aspirations, I actually made Better Aspirations like probably like a year or two before I dropped it. Yeah. And I was just holding on to it, you know. But during that period, you know, I was like really you know what I mean, I might have been going through some harder times, or some times where I felt like I was ready to break out my cocoon, you know, just break out that box and just do it how I wanted to do it, you know what I mean? And then now I'm listening to the music now, you feel me? It's flowing a little bit smoother, you know what I mean? I'm having a little bit more fun. The smiles are there, you know what I mean? People dancing to the shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want, you know what I mean? I want to keep on creating that feel good energy, that safe place for everybody, you know what I mean? So we heading in the right direction, bro. I'm loving it.
That's dope. And I think that's the dope part about like a true artist is that you can take your audience on a journey with you, and we grow together. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, because as I see Better Aspirations, as I'm doing my little research into this archiving, I'm like, wow, young Us, you look very young. And compared to right now, it's like I'm appreciating the evolution, my Uso. You know, so it's dope. So how has like the growth and the transition of making music now, is it still the same process? Has it become easier for you?
It kind of has gotten a little easier for me, you know. It's a little bit more easier for me. I would say for myself, I would a lot of times I would try to like find a certain sound that I wanted to kind of emit out into the world, but you feel me, it wasn't really like meshing with like my heart. I was kind of like trying to force things, you know what I mean? Today I'm letting things come a little bit easier, you know. Like if it's coming to me, then I'm just gonna let it flow, you know what I'm saying? I was just talking to my brothers last night, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm writing something and I get that block, you know what I mean? Step away for a minute, you know what I mean? Come back to it when I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be a little bit more easier on myself, you know what I mean? Make it funner for myself, you know what I mean? I don't want to feel like it's a job to do it, you know what I mean? Because I love doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? So like I want to keep that love, you know what I mean? I don't want to oversaturate myself, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely free flowing as much as the most it's ever been right now, you know what I mean, than it has before.
That's what's up, man. And I think, you know, going back to off of what you said, like some of your inspiration comes from the family, like Samoan IROC, you know, shout out to Uso Rex and the Island Swag Camp. You know, they was definitely doing it. That's family right there. And, you know, I feel the migration of what you're talking about. And I just wanted to say this to credit them, is that I've literally been in studio with them where like they would smash out 10 to 20 songs in a session, in a night session. You know what I'm saying? And like that's just from like literally like my Uso Samoan Ira, shout out to him. He's like one of the best in the booth, to be honest with you, that I've seen. Literally steps up in there and kind of gets in the pocket. He's like a one-shot type of guy. Boom, it's done. So it's like, you know what I mean? You got some dope predecessors, Us. So like,
yeah, nah,
I can feel it, man. I feel it in the blood, my Us.
yeah, we was right around it, you know, you feel me? All that, you know what I mean? And it always comes from a good place. And that's why I really love, you know what I mean? Like aside from everything else, it always comes from a good place. And you know what I mean? That's the shit that I look up to, you know what I mean? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
man.
up.
Yeah, man. I
Man,
love this shit, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I love the part, Oos, where you're a former athlete, because I'm raising a few athletes myself. And I like to talk to athletes because I feel like, you know, you guys are the only one who have that perspective of that life, that lifestyle of living that D1 life, grinding in that football grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would you say is more harder, being a football athlete, a student athlete, or a music artist?
I would say they really coincide with each other for real. You know what I mean? It's you know, when I was playing football, or like any athlete playing like any sport, you know what I mean? They're trying to make it to the next level. You gotta work every day. You know what I mean? You gotta put your body on the line every day. You know what I mean? You know, you don't really have time for like anything else. You know what I'm saying? I would say it's a little bit more, it was a little more time consuming, and like where my mind was then, you know what I mean? It was like it was like my whole world, you know what I mean? With the music, it's the same thing, you know what I mean? I got to apply that same hustle that I was putting on the football field, you know what I mean? But I'm like really in control now, you know, like I'm in the control of my own destiny. I'm not trying to like work as hard as I can and hopefully somebody sees me, or like, you know what I mean? Like it's me doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in charge of my own destiny, you feel me? And you feel me out, and I would say it takes a little bit more discipline, you know, than being out there. You know, you out there on the field or like out there on the court, you there with your brothers, you feel me, and your coaches, and everybody brings each other up, you know what I mean? When you're an independent artist, you know what I'm saying, you kind of got to get it out the mud, you feel me? You can't really, you feel me? You have the support and the love around you, you know what I'm saying? But nobody's in that booth with you like how you got people on that field with you, you know what I mean? Nobody's writing those bars for you. Nobody's going through those dark times with you but yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you feel me? The work that we put into it is the you feel me? You're gonna get the fruit that comes with it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to just apply that from what I learned, bro, into this music shit, you know what I mean? And you feel me? Because when I think about my football past, bro, like when I was playing, I'm like, yeah, I could have done a lot of things differently, you know what I mean? No regrets, you know what I mean, about it, you know what I mean? But just learning from it, you know what I mean? And how I can apply that into today and making it better, you know what I'm saying? Doing it better this time, you know what I mean?
I feel you. Well, what is your advice for those student athletes out there? Because I know you notice like a lot of these athletes, they're musicians, you know what I'm saying? Like deep down inside. What is your advice to like maybe those student athletes are kind of trying to juggle, like, should I pursue this music? Because that's also what I want to say. And I applaud you about that, about being in control of this path, is because that's art. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of art. And that's why, you know, we sometimes, you know, as artists, you know, we take that shit super seriously. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're sensitive about that, you know, about the art and that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we putting ourselves out there, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So like in that sense of, you know, what would you advise these young student athletes juggling? Should I still, you know, pursue football? You know what I mean? But I really like music. I love music. You know what I'm saying? Well, what is your advice?
I would say do everything you can while you can, you know what I mean? Like if you playing a sport and you knee deep in that sport, but you have your passion too, try to do it as best as you can, you know what I mean? Too, like make sure you have the time to do both, you know what I'm saying? And because I would never tell nobody to like do one now and then do the next one when like that don't work out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My pops always told me like put your eggs in multiple baskets, you know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? And like I'm a firm believer in that, you know what I'm saying? Shit, something might happen, bro. You feel me? You might be having your all into your sports, and then all of a sudden you feel me, your music is jumping, and you getting more traction with your music than you are with your sports. You feel me? In that moment, you know what I mean? It don't mean you got to stop, you know what I'm saying? But it means just prioritizing and just, you feel me, trying to get really just organizing your life, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Just making sure you got the time for like this and that and this and that, you know what I mean? Because it could get hectic, you know what I mean? And I understand that. I understand it could get real busy, you know what I mean? And sometimes you're not gonna want to do everything like that, you know what I mean? But you feel me?
You
But
don't want to show up to summer practice in 102-degree weather and shit.
but you feel me? But if it was easy, bro, everybody would do it. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be easy, you know what I'm saying? So you feel me? If somebody can reach down deep into themselves, bro, and you feel me, really do what they really want to do with life, you know what I mean? With no holds bars, no ceiling, you know what I mean? Just please chase that dream, bro, because you feel me, time gonna fly, you know what I mean?
That's real. What do you think about those NIL deals? Now that these athletes, they're able to make money now. You know what I'm saying? These students. Check that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's more power to them. You feel me? I'm like, get your bag, you know what I'm saying? Like, you playing football, you feel me? It's like giving them like an incentive, you know what I mean? To like keep on pushing with that shit. You feel me?
It's
you
crazy.
Know what I mean? Yeah, nah, it's crazy as hell. I wish I had that shit when I was young, bro.
That's what I'm saying. As I'm looking at these athletes signing these like $1 million deals now, and they in school, it's like, man, you know, we've always been fighting for this, you know, behind the scenes with NCAA and all that stuff. But like as it comes out to fruition, it's like, look at these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, and,
dope, you know,
and they getting paid big bag,
big bag.
I'm like, oh, bro, you go ahead, eat up, young nigga. You feel me, bro? Get your chicken up, bro. I love to see it, especially the young Polynesian artists, you know, or the young Polynesian athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like doing their thing, bro. You feel me? You know, I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Like that's our next generation. You know what I mean? And shit, bro. If they could set them up for greatness, bro, early shit, man, put them in position. You know what I mean?
I feel it, man. Yo, as we leave the football field, man, and you know, let's dive into some music. What was your game day song?
Man, bro, to be completely honest with you, bro, I would listen to so much different shit. I'm listening. I never had no specific, like, I can't name like one song I would listen to like off the rip, you know what I'm saying? But I know that I listen to a lot of Bay Area rap, like a lot of Mac Dre, a lot of RBO Posse, you know what I'm saying? I would listen to but then I like switch it up and I might be slapping some Temptations, you feel me, up inside the weight room before we go out there on the field, you know.
Speaking of, you know,
oldies. You know
I feel it. You know, it's a wave of emotions as you're getting into that mind frame. Speaking of that, Oos, and I know you fresh, you from the new school of this. What, you know what I mean? But Bay Area is Bay Area, and I know it's one thing, it's one love up there. What's the first thing that comes to your generation mind when y'all hear this?
Oh. Hey, cuz No, this my brother Nime's emotion with me, man.
What up, Boost? Yeah, so yo,
hey, we got the Bay
shout out to
LA
Nime's
right
in
now.
motion. What up, Buffalo?
Man.
That's what I'm talking about. One thing about the Bay, man, y'all just universal with the love and it's constant outpouring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, yo, man, as we dive back into the music, Oos, what is the dopest part about being an artist, my Uso?
Man, I would say the dopest part, to me, the dopest part is getting the feedback. You know what I mean? And when I say getting the feedback, I mean like the way my music gets like connects with people. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had people come up to me and like hit me up and tell me that I inspire them. You know what I'm saying? And man, that's like shit. You know what I mean? God forbid, but I could die today knowing like, you feel me, like that my shit was everlasting. You know what I'm saying? And in that kind of sense, you know what I mean? And you feel me, makes me want to keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? That it feels that fire when that energy is being reciprocated. You know what I mean? Somebody could be going through a dark time, or someone just needed a little pick me up and shit. They throw on that, let you decide. You know what I mean? And it get them, you feel me, get them turned up. You know what I'm saying? Or they listen to my song Soul Talking. You know what I mean? And it really was talking to their soul. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best part for me, bro. Just being able to share that experience with them. You know what I'm saying? Like with all my listeners, bro. You know what I mean? Because I don't look at like people as just like fans. You know what I'm saying? Like I really love and like appreciate like everybody that supports what we got going on. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? They really could just go on to their day. You know what I'm saying? But something piqued their interest, bro. You know what I mean? Something was talking in their ear, bro. Where it brought them closer. You know what I mean? To however they was feeling and like how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. it's a spiritual experience, you know what I mean? And that's my favorite part about it, you know what I mean? And I get to do it like with the people that I love, you know what I mean? I don't got
You're
no
around dope company, man.
yeah, man. You feel my brother Nam's emotion, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hey.
you feel me? You know what I mean? It's like it's the energy don't lie, you know what I'm saying, man? And I really I'm a firm believer in that, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to I want to keep on putting that shit into the world, you know what I'm saying? As much as I can, you know what I mean? I don't want to let up. I ain't signing nobody, you know what I'm saying, bro? Ain't nobody telling me what to do, you feel me, when to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like this is all us, you know what I'm saying? Like we're building it from the ground up. And man, there ain't no like better satisfaction than just knowing that, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. That's very humble of you, Oos. And I think with that type of energy, that's what equates longevity. You know what I'm saying? You're coming from a very humble place and you speak from a very pure, appreciative place. And like they say all the time, if you just wake up with an appreciative heart, that takes you quite a long way, in that sense. So,
Yeah.
Uso, hats off to you. Cheers to that. Mangwil to that.
There.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
speaking on that and in the level of art and grinding in music, what's the biggest lesson you have learned this far being an artist?
The biggest lesson I learned was to just never give up on myself. Just never give up on myself and just always believe in, even when I'm not believing myself, like I'm going to have to force myself to believe in myself. Like I'm going to have to get myself out that slump, you know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Not every day, you feel me, all sunshines, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a rainy day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been writing music ever since I was like 11 years old, So like
nice.
The times that while I'm growing up, and then like I would just take intervals and just stop, and then like maybe I'll come back and then I'll stop, and then maybe I'll come back, you know what I mean? And it's just like kind of half-assing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I really made a promise to myself to like not half-ass this shit, you know what I mean? Same thing would go like on the football field, you feel me?
Yep.
You feel me? You playing on the field, you going 50%, somebody gonna come hit your ass at 100, you feel me?
You're like, damn.
Yeah, then they're gonna wake your ass up. Now you look dumb, you feel me? And like I refuse to make myself look dumb, you know what I'm saying? So I was just say like the biggest lesson was just not giving up on myself, bro. Just always keep it going, always moving forward, bro.
Always moving forward, man. Forward motion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta always route it back to this, man. You speak like a fucking professional athlete, my Uso. You know what I'm saying? You got like a game plan on. You know what I'm saying? You like approach it. You know what I'm saying? You're like politically correct about it and stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
You feel me,
bro?
You know what I'm saying?
I went to a good high school. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? I try to like keep my vernacular as
D1 make you pull up.
Yeah, man. You feel me? On God, man. Y'all was out there, bro. We was out there at the games and everything.
Man, I remember that, dude. And I remember attending one of y'all's games, and my son at the time, he was 8 and 7, both of them. So as we seen that was their spark, to be honest with you. We was at one of your games out in LA, and for them to see that, like, yo, that's, you know what I mean? That's our family, yo. And to see where we've evolved, you know what I'm saying? My son just graduated high school, and he started up there at UC Davis 2 weeks ago.
Congrats to the boys, man.
Thank you, Ooze.
They doing that thing. Them boys is big. Stop playing with them, man.
Thank you, Ooze.
Mom was showing me pictures of them the other day. I was like, oh yeah, those animals right there, man. They getting to it.
Man, they was youngins just like watching you ball out. And I just want to say, my Uso family, I'm super proud of you, Oos. I'm super proud of your evolution, your growth, and your commitment to yourself, Oos. I feel like as an artist, Oos, that's all you have to do, my Uso. It's just commit. It's just a commitment and consistency to that commitment. And you're doing it, my Oos.
Thank you,
brother, you know what I'm saying? What's next? What's coming up?
Man, so like I said, man, we out. I'm out here. I just got to SoCal, you know what I'm saying? We over here in Santa Ana right now. We got a concert tomorrow at the La Santa. We're gonna be over there with a whole bunch of dope ass artists. We're gonna be with Nitty Bo. We're gonna be with Ado. My brother Nam's in motion. My brother Thomas coming down, you know what I mean? He's about to MC it, you know what I mean? You feel me? Just holding up with good vibes down here, you know what I mean? We're gonna be with some dope ass artists from down here too, like some young talent. Praise the Kid, Teo Jr. I hope I said his name right, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Praise, y'all. One of our fresh off the block artists right there, yo. Out of San Bernardino. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So we're gonna be with them, man, tomorrow. Next weekend, we back in the Bay. We over there with at the Pacific Feast Festival. You know what I mean? It's crazy as fuck. We about to be up over there. You know what I mean? I remember going to Island Reggae Fest as a kid, you know what I mean, all the time, you know what I mean? And seeing like Fiji, seeing the Sammy Johnsons, you know what I mean? Seeing Snell, you know what I mean? Seeing all of them do their thing, Drew Deasy and everybody do their thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
now we coming to see you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm blessed with the opportunity, you know what I mean, to share that shit with them, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, we're going to be over there next weekend. July 23rd, we're going to be in Vallejo, California. We got another show with my So What Do You Do family, you know what I'm saying? And my It's a Vibe family. And man, that's for the upcoming month, you know what I mean? And man, a whole lot of hopefully get the ball rolling, you know what I mean? And just, you feel me? Just keep busy, on adding Goose. On. You said what?
You busy?
man, busy good. Busy is good.
Busy is good.
You know what I mean? And you feel me? I'm just trying to do everything I can, man. You feel me? To just keep on putting on for my people. You know what I'm saying? Putting on for my people and just proving to myself that I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're doing it, man. And, you know, as we reach out here, you know, Concrete Jungle, we've been building this platform for artists just like you, Mauso, so that we can bridge the gap for all of us around the world. You know what I'm saying? And so as you reach out with your music, as you're traveling and everything like that, any hopes, any future artists that we might be able to bridge that gap? You know what I'm saying? That you're looking forward to working with?
Man, I'm ready to, man, I can't name anybody off the top of my head, bro, but you know what I mean? All poly artists that are up and coming right now, I'm ready to do work with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's on this bill that we about to be on tomorrow, you feel me? I want to make a song with every one of them, you know what I mean? I want to work with all of them, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody that's on the same motion, you know what I'm saying, that I'm on, you feel me? If you're on the same wavelength as me, you know what I mean? Let's get to it, man, you know what I'm saying? And I hope anybody that is listening right now, you feel me? You feel me? Like, nigga, I'll tap in with you. Nigga, tap in with me. You feel me? I ain't over here trying to be no tough guy or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all love over here. You know what I'm saying? We here for the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? Anybody, you know what I'm saying, that want to fuck around and get to it, man, let's get to it.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Plug us up. How can we get a hold of you, Mauso? Music, platforms, everything like that. How can we book you?
Yeah, it's CameUpKav. CameUpKav. That's my I got that on Instagram. That's my ad on Twitter. You can that's my name on all streaming platforms. You feel me? Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. Just look up CameUpKav and you'll definitely find me. You know what I mean? You can reach out to me on Instagram. I always reply to everybody. You know what I mean? I don't. You feel me? I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying, bro? I will talk back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So. You feel me? Hit me up. It's all good. It's all good. Y'all show love. I'll show love back, man. That's how it go.
Man, that's what it is, y'all. And speaking of searching it, Google it, yo. I just want to shout out, man, your latest project that you dropped, man. 1-1. Man, that video's dope. Whose graphics is dope, on point and shit.
Yeah, that was my brother. Blessed Visuals. He's a young Uso too, you know. And you feel me? I got tapped in with him. He came out there and did his motherfucking thing. You feel me?
Man, that was dope. The visuals is dope. Check that out right there, yo. Make sure y'all search that right there. Yo, YouTube it, man. That shit is dope. Stream it. Download the music. We'll definitely plug it up, Oos. You know, you got our support, whatever you got going on, Uso. We all got going on over here, my Oos. And, you know, as we part in my Uso, any words of wisdom for your peoples out here in the concrete jungle?
Man, I would just say, man, keep on stepping with love, you know what I mean? Keep on stepping with grace and keep on stepping with that pressure, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Take with that as you want, you know what I mean, man? I show love, man. You feel me? I just hope everybody can, you know what I mean, grasp onto that energy, you know what I'm saying, and put that into what they love doing, you know what I mean? And let's keep it going, man. You feel me? We all a unit, you know what I mean?
Man, that's all love, Oos. I just want to say, man, I appreciate you, family. And we rocking with you. You got our support wherever you at. We at on the map with you, man. We supporting you in the building with y'all tonight. Tomorrow night, actually. La Santa. Make sure y'all tap in. We got Nams in Motion. We got A-Do, yo, Nitty Bo, yo. We cracking off, man.
You know what it is, man.
Stand up,
on,
yo, 714. What up, yo? Nams in Motion. Make sure you stream my Thucko shit, man. Dope as fuck. What up, Thucko, yo? Uso,
Yeah, stop
that's
playing
right,
my
y'all.
taco,
It
nigga.
is your Uso devotion with the Concrete Jungle, chilling with your fresh off the block artist, CameUpKav. Yo, fuck with them, but don't fuck with them, yo. Your hip hop artist of the week. Keep it locked, Concrete Jungle. Brah.
This is the real Concrete Jungle.
Felt like I was on ESPN. I'm not playing news.
The Concrete Jungle.
Hey man, it's your boy CameUpKav. You feel me? I'm over here with the Concrete Jungle, my brother Devotion, man. You feel me? If you ain't tapped in right now, you better tap in, man.
The Concrete Jungle.